will advance 30 billion shillings to Kenya in a fresh loan after an agreement was reached to extend the facility. And as KTN's Brian George reports, Kenya had to meet hard conditionalities for the lender to loan the country again.
The IMF and Kenyan authorities have reached a staff-level agreement on the economic policies to conclude the second review of the 38-month extended credit facility and the extended fund facility financed program. Kenya would have access to about $264 million, which loosely translates to 30 billion Kenya shillings in financing once the review is formally completed by the IMF Executive Board. Upon completion of the Executive Board review, Kenya would have access to special drawing rights of 185 million, equivalent to about $265 million, bringing the total IMF financial support to $984 million in 2021. However, it was not going to be easy to get this facility or any other from IMF if Kenya left certain boxes ticked. The Washington-based institution had set conditions for Kenya, with them pushing for the government to not only reveal the names of individuals who own farms that supplied COVID-19 equipment to the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, but also have every company contracted by a state agency reveal its beneficial owners in the procurement portal, failure to which they will be locked out of the tender. This condition applied to all state agencies in what was termed as taming graft and wastage. So far, some KEMSA staff have been ordered to work from home, a move some of them term as good as being fired. 59 staffers in the procurement department of Kenya Power have also been asked to step aside pending investigations, with recommendations of review to power purchasing agreements. As of September 2020, Kenya's external public debt was 51% of its total debt stock of 7.1 trillion Kenya shillings. The International Monetary Fund recommends that ratios of public debt to GDP not exceeding 40% for developing countries. Currently, Kenya's debt to GDP ratio is 69%. Brian George Otieno, KTN News, Nairobi.
The Big Q, brought to you by the Institution of Engineers of Kenya in collaboration with the Engineers Board of Kenya.
Well, that story by Brian George forms the backbone of our Biki. Tonight, we're asking you, do you support the government's latest move to borrow a fresh loan from the IMF? Do you support the government's latest move to borrow a fresh loan from the IMF? 22155 is our SMS line. You can also engage us using our Twitter platform at KTN News KE, at Ashley Mazuri. The hashtag to use is Weekend Prime, and I will be sampling some of your feedback. I can already see some of your responses. I will be sampling it at the tail end of this broadcast.
The institution